Pets, little new companions that has been added to the new CraftersMC Skyblock update. And today I'll tell you everything you should know about them. Pets has been divided into 4 skills in this update that are farming, foraging, combat and mining. Certain types of pet need specific skill XP to level them up efficiently. For example, giraffe is a foraging pet and you need to get foraging XP to level them up. You can level them up with any XP, but if the XP is not what the pet is about, your pet will only get a small amount of XP from it. For example, you can grind for combat XP while using a giraffe pet, but it will not be efficient enough. Another thing to note is this update also added a new skill named taming skill. You can increase your taming skill when you level up your pet. So you will gain 250k taming XP if your pet gets to a million XP, so basically a 4x ratio. Now instead of grinding for a specific skill for hours to level up your pet, you can use candies that can be used to level them up. Candies has been added to the newly added beetroot collection. There are 4 types of candies that you can craft right now, which are simple beetroot candy gives 20k pet XP, unlocks at beetroot collection 2. Great beetroot candy gives 100k pet XP and unlocks at beetroot collection 6. Super beetroot candy gives 500k unlocks at beetroot collection 8. And last and the final one, ultimate beetroot candy. It doesn't require any collection levels, but it's in the special recipe book. It requires a special upgrade that you can buy from the community shop and it gives 1.5 billion XP. We have talked about what are pets and how you can level them up, but let's talk about how you can actually get them first. Now there are a few ways you can get pets from, which are crafting them, trading them or buying from NPCs. Trading is a pretty straightforward method. You just trade with players and get yourself some pets. Crafting is easy as well. You just have to collect some materials and a super enchanted or enchanted egg and then you can craft it yourself. One thing to note is the pets requires a specific collection level in each of the collections, so you have to unlock the recipes to actually craft the pets. You can check all the pet recipes when you go to Skyblock menu, recipe book and the pet recipes. The NPCs that you can buy pets from would be the traveling zoo NPC named Credon, which gives these specific pets: tiger, lion, monkey, giraffe and elephant. Another NPC that sells pets is Buzz NPC and it sells specifically bee pets, which are in specific rarities that you can buy. The NPCs doesn't only cost a lot of coins but also some specific materials. For example, you need enchanted dark oak to get elephant pet, enchanted acacia log to get giraffe pet and so on. In case you are wondering where does the traveling zoo appears, here's the location for that and you can buy it from here. You can keep track of the traveling zoo from your Skyblock calendar. You can see when the next traveling zoo is gonna appear. Okay, well I kinda lied. There's another way to get pets in the Skyblock universe, which is to drop them from certain mobs. But before I tell you about that, I really wanna appreciate and thank you all for subscribing and watching my videos. I really appreciate that, and if you're not subscribed, please do so. You can always change your mind later and it's free. And thanks to everyone who joins our channel membership and gives super chats in the live streams. I really appreciate that. That helps a ton, to be honest. There are a total of 4 pets that you can drop from mobs, which are Ghoul pet, dropped by the crypt ghouls in the crypts, and the drop rates for this pet is 0.003% for an epic one and 0.001% for a legendary one by crypt ghouls. Second is the slime sheep pet, dropped by the slime sheeps in the slime valley. Drop rates for this pet is unknown for now because nobody have dropped it so far, and these slime sheeps are pretty rare to spawn. At least for me, I was only able to find one in the whole area. Next one is Eye of the Cliff, dropped by the Eye of the Cliff mobs in the deep caverns. The drop rates for this pet is 0.004% for an epic one and unknown for a legendary one because nobody have dropped it so far, and the frozen scythe or a bow is much recommended while grinding these mobs. Last and final pet which can be dropped from mobs is gonna be Phoenix, and it can be dropped by literally any pet in this entire game. This pet is so overpowered and broken, it even gives you flying abilities without having a rank, but the drop rate for this monstrosity is 0.00017% for an epic one and 0.00003% for a legendary one. And according to one of the owners, someone did actually drop this monstrosity in literally 5 days, which is stupidly crazy. But yeah, if you are that one guy that actually dropped this pet and if you're watching my video, please comment down below so that we can actually know if you actually dropped one or owners were trolling us. We just discussed how you can get the pets, but let's talk about how you can make them more powerful. And so let me introduce you to pet augments. Pets can be more powerful by giving them pet augments. A pet can only hold one augment at once, and augments are usually consumed on use and cannot be taken out. There are two ways that you can get pet augments from. One is from the NPC named Hopkins, and what it basically does, it takes your money and gives you some augments. These augments can be used on your pets to make them more stronger. For example, Shredded Claws, a 1 million augment, can give 15 extra critical damage. There's another pet augment which can only be crafted by dropping something from a specific mob. XP Share is a pet augment that gives 25% of the equipped pet's XP to an unequipped pet which have this augment on. Now this augment can only be crafted with a specific item dropped by mobs in the deep caverns, which is XP Share Core. It is a pretty rare drop, but it's required to craft a XP Share augment. Remember when we talked about taming skill in the starting of this video? Well, taming is pretty useful because the more taming skill you have, the more pet luck you get, and pet luck increases your chance to get a higher rarity of the pet you're trying to craft or drop from mobs. But if you have less pet luck and you still crafted a pet and it turns out to be a epic or common, uncommon, the only two things that you can do after that is sell it to Oliver NPC, which is situated in the pet clinic thingy, or you can give your pet to Dolores and she will level it up for you. A couple things to note before giving your pet to Dolores would be, you have to pay a bunch of money. You can check how much you have to pay while you click on her. You need to give her some materials as well, and you can't take your pet back unless the timer is over. And while your pet is upgrading, you can't use your pet, as obvious as it may sound. But the one thing that you can do to skip the timer is give this beautiful lady some flowers. And no, I'm not kidding. These things are known as Dolores flower, and while they do cost 375 gems per, they can skip 1 day of the waiting time. Now this thing do have an upgraded version. What's better than giving a cute lady a flower? Giving her more flowers. This item is known as Dolores Bouquet, and you can give it to Dolores and skip 5 days of the waiting time. But this thing do cost 1775 gems, so my advice would be to use this on something good, not anything useless, to be honest. Last thing that I want to talk about in today's video is gonna be pet score. Pet score is a good way to get magic find in CraftersMC Skyblock. You can get pet score by crafting, buying, or dropping pets of higher rarity. You can check your pet score when you go to Skyblock menu and the pets menu. Now pet score is exponential, so you have to get a lot of pet score to get some magic find. Now we'll talk about what's magic find and how you can get more of these and what's the use of it in another video. And I think this should be enough for this video. I'll see you in the next one with another good content. Till then, see ya. Goodbye boys and girls.